devotion. That's right. This is the quarantine edition, and guys, you're not going to believe this, but our days are numbered. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking like day 66, 67. No. I'm not talking about that kind of numbering. I'm talking about our days of doing this are almost over. Can you believe that? I know it feels like we've been doing it for the last 27 years, but I calculated it just today, and we've been doing this now. I know we're on day 67, but if you count all the Sundays, we've been doing this for 77 straight days. And that's a long time! Man, that's a long time. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Our days are numbered. What I mean is, our first live, in-person Sunday school is this coming Sunday. Is that the coolest thing you've ever heard in your entire life? So we're gonna have real Sunday school next Sunday, and I am so pumped. I'm so excited. I can't hardly see straight. So what that means is I'm only gonna do these daily devotions for the next 6 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday it's over. I mean, I'm not sad that the quarantine's over, but I'm sad that we're not going to spend the time with you that we have been, the daily devotions. But guys, let's do this. I'm going to do my best to make it at least a weekly devotion, okay? Can we do that? All right. So, a big part of what we've been doing is getting you guys involved. And it has been so exciting because we've had so many object lessons from you guys. I think we're up to almost 50 or 60 different mini object lessons from you. And it's been such a great time. So if you still want to post one, you still can. We got 6 days, and like I told you over and over, we're going to use every last one of these. So if you record one and send it to me and we run out of days, trust me, we're going to use it. Even if that means I have to use several in a single day, we are going to use these things. All right? Don't worry. We're going to use them. So take a video of it, post it to YouTube, and share me the link. There's a little share button on YouTube. Hit that, and share it to info@apostolicsundaySchool.com, and we will get you in a daily devotion. But right now, we have one of those mini object lessons, and I would like everybody to give a drum roll, please. And welcome to Daily Devotion!
Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how with God anything is possible. So this right here is going to represent life in the world that we live in, and it's empty, okay? And this cube right here is going to represent us. And so we go through life, and we go through, and we're doing good. We have a good job, bringing home lots of money, but then maybe we have some rough days where we kind of just get stuck and we have to pray for God to help us go through. But sometimes the devil will bring out his dirty bag of tricks and put an obstruction right in our way, okay? And we come up against it, and there's nothing we can do. We are stuck. We try everything we know, and we can't get through the barrier. But then we pray, we have faith, and we ask God for His help, and He will help us go through the barrier. Luke 1:37 says, "For with God nothing is impossible." Thanks, guys, and God bless.
Great job! That was so very good. Thank you for sending that. And now we have another really fun part of the day. You know what that day is? Part of the day is? It's the joke of the day! Take it away, joke of the day!
And now it's time for your joke of the day.
If you hate speeding tickets, raise your right foot.
Oh man, that was a good one. Woo, that was funny. whatever it meant. Anyway, so we haven't done one of these in a while, but it's time for our scavenger hunt. This is our last scavenger hunt we're going to be doing on the quarantine edition, guys. This is the last one. And so I'm going to make it super hard for all of you Sherlock Holmes out there. You guys that are so smart that you figure it out just like within seconds of me posting it. So I got this figured out. There ain't no way you're going to get this one. Now, it's something in your house. That's kind of a free hint. That doesn't even count. That's not even hint number one. That's like hint like 0.5, okay? And now is here hint number one. You ready? The item that we're looking for is in your house, and you put it into things. That's all you get. So, the way the scavenger hunt works, for those that might not know, is you get 3 guesses to figure out what the item is. And if you guess right correctly and you send a picture of the item to info@apostolicsundaySchool.com, and you're the first one and you get it right, you get a gift card to Amazon. Now, this time we're actually going to give 2 prizes. We're going to give a first and second. First place is going to get $10 to Amazon. Second place will get $5 to Amazon. And it's just going to depend on who sends it the fastest. So if you think you know what it is, again, it is something that you put into something else. What could that be? Don't know. So guys, you're not going to believe what happened. This is so crazy. But today, I was on my way here, and I was walking down the sidewalk, and I looked to this, by the side of the sidewalk where the gutter is, between the sidewalk and the street, and there's all these leaves and stuff, and there was the craziest thing there. Hold on one second. This is what I found. I found this. Can you see that? It's a poodle. It's not just a poodle, it's a balloon poodle. And I found it just laying in the gutter, like with all these leaves and stuff, just sitting there. And you know what I thought to myself? I thought, that is the craziest thing. And over millions and millions of years, atom began to pound upon atom, and proteins began to mixing with other molecules, and slowly it built upon itself until one day, bing, out pumped this little balloon doggy. And it just appeared there out of nothing. And just out of the air, it just went bing, and poof, there was this little balloon doggy. And it was just sitting there in the gutter, just waiting for me to pick it up. Isn't that cool? Can you believe that? Can you guys believe this just appeared out of nowhere? Just poof, and all of a sudden it was there. Isn't that awesome? What do you guys think? So, why don't you guys just like turn to each other real quick and just say, do you think that really happened? Can you do that? Can you ask your friend or your family or whoever's by you and say, do you think that balloon doggy just appeared out of nowhere? Can you ask them? So, now that you've done it, what do they say? Who here thinks that this balloon doggy, millions of years, just began to build upon itself until one day, poof, a little balloon doggy appeared out of nowhere? Who thinks that actually happened? You don't believe it? I just burped. I just burped on camera. Sorry. So, if you do really think that just popped out of nowhere, well, if I were you, I would probably be pretty skeptical too. You know, if someone told me that they saw this and they thought it just appeared out of nowhere, I think that would probably be pretty nutty, huh? I mean, really, if I asked you guys, do you really think this popped out of nowhere? You would say no, of course, right? But guys, you're not going to believe this. There are some people that believe that something way more complex than this little balloon doggy appeared by chance. That's right. This little balloon doggy is pretty simple. In fact, it's just latex and air. That's the only 2 things that really make up this balloon doggy. But there are people out there that believe that a real dog with skin and fur and blood and eyes and paws and life, they're alive and they have a personality and they run around. Did you know some people believe that a real dog, so much more complicated than this, really did appear out of nowhere? That's what they think. They really do. They say that. Now, guys, if you see this, you know that this little balloon dog didn't just appear out of nowhere, right? Nope. Whenever you see a balloon animal, you know that somewhere out there, there is someone who made it, right? When you see a little balloon doggy, you think, you know what, there's a balloon maker there somewhere. I don't know who did it, but there's a guy out there that blew this up and made this little doggy balloon, because that's the way it had to happen. And you know what, when you see a real dog, or when you see a real cat, or when you see a real giraffe, or when you see a real person, we should be thinking, you know what, there's a person maker out there somewhere. Now, we know how it all happened, right? Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And then it goes through the creation process. How God separated the light from the darkness. How he separated the waters. How he created all the living things. He created animals, and he created man. And then God stepped back and said, this is good. This is good. That's right. Because God created every living thing. But there are people out there that are going to try to confuse you. They don't want you to believe that there's a God. They don't want you to believe that the Bible is true and accurate. And they're going to try to convince you, maybe at a public school, or maybe when you're at college, that a dog or a person occurred by chance. That just one molecule connected to another, and poof, we just appeared out of nowhere. Guys, that's not how it happened. Let me tell you, there is a real God. There's a real creator out there that made us. We didn't happen by chance. All this complicated organism that makes us up, the eyes and the ears and the senses and all the things that make us who we are, they didn't happen by chance. They happened because there's a God that planned it out. He had a blueprint. He had a design for you. And you're different than me. And I'm different from my mom. And I'm different from everybody else. Everybody's different. And that's the way God loves it to be. Because he's the great designer, the great planner. And don't let anyone convince you. Now, there's scientific proof that will tell you that creation is true. And I'm asking you to do some research about it, okay? You need to learn about this stuff before you go into a school and get confused when some people start telling you that evolution is true. You need to get it in your heart, you need to get it in your gut, and you need to know without question that God is the creator and that the Bible account of creation is true. There is a balloon creator out there. In this case, it just happens to be me. So, what I did is I just created this little balloon doggy real quick. You see, with a few twists, I'm able to make a dog just like the one that you see there. Just like this. And blow that up. And look at that, we got us a little balloon doggy just like that. This design is similar, but it's not quite the same. And that's the way God is when he made all of us. There is a balloon creator, me in this case, and there is a person creator, and that's God. You know what? I love him, I want to live for him, and he wants us all to believe the Bible is true. All right, guys, until tomorrow, we'll see you later. God bless you, and we will see you at 3 o'clock. Bye-bye!